Welcome to Starlight Farms. Happy Halloween!
Welcome to our Jerusalem artichoke video. So as promised before, we're going to make this video about this delicious treat called Jerusalem artichokes or sunchokes or
artichoke.
So here's what they look like when they're dead. You have to wait till they're dead. If you don't, you're not in for a good time. You're going to be a lot of gas, probably a little bit of pain. But if you catch them when they're right and you don't overdo it, it's a delicious treat. And worst case scenario, you are going to go to the bathroom a little bit more the next day. Probably quite similar to a really good pot of baked beans, homemade baked beans. Other than that, you're really going to have a good time eating these. Anyway, this is what they look like. You simply come down here with a shovel and dig them up. And when you dig them out of the ground, this is what you're looking for. So this is what they look like coming out of the ground. Now we're going to take you up to the kitchen and show you what they look like when they're all cleaned up and what they look like when they're cooked. So hang on.
Don't just throw them down there, baby.
Okay, so we are back and we're in the kitchen, and here's what we got. Here's our Jerusalem artichoke. So there it is, all washed up. That's what it looks like out of the ground. It's been washed. We take these, we dice them up, we splash them in a little bit of oil and some seasoning. So we use smoked paprika, some slap your mama, some pepper, some salt, cumin, whatever you want, whatever floats your boat. These are a member of the sunflower seed family, and they literally kind of taste like a sunflower seed and a potato had a baby, and this is what came out.
And it is delicious.
And it is delicious, like my wife just said. So, and here they are. We season these up and we threw them in the air fryer. They go well in the oven, and we toast these all up, and we eat them up when they're done. And yeah, they're wonderful.
Yum. So good.
They're delicious. So, again,
so good.
These things are kind of growing wild everywhere. If you're lucky enough to have them in your yard, you should harvest them. You really should. It's a delicious treat. Again, make sure your plant is dead before you harvest them. If you harvest them too early, you are in for a real gassy bad time. You're going to be in pain. But other than that, there's no reason why you shouldn't be eating these. These things are wonderful. Probably not a first date food. You might want to save it for a second or third date, or maybe once you're married and you really don't give a damn anymore. Anyway, I hope you found this useful. Again, this delicious treat. Till the next time, thanks and enjoy another video.